what's going on, guys? Welcome back to AriesEDC and another edition of TNFNU, Thoughts and Feelings and Updates. I'm hoping I can get through this okay. My wife and I spent the day out together. If you follow me on Instagram at AriesEDC, I shared some pictures of our day, and I came home and I don't feel right, but I'm gonna suffer through this and try to make sense of it. This is my second take at this, so hopefully I can get through without messing everything up. So today what I want to talk to you guys about something that someone said to me, a very beautiful and intelligent person said to me once, and it kind of took me back and made me really rethink what I'm doing. And the saying that they said was, a job does not define who you are. And the thought process was behind that, it doesn't matter what your title is or how big and important you are in the organization you work for or whatever, that doesn't define who you are as a person. And when the person said that, it really took me back, because at the time I was going through a really rough patch. We all have our rough patches and we all have highs and lows. But in 2020, right at the beginning of the COVID explosion, we were in the middle of that. Plus, I had gotten something thrown in my lap that I wasn't prepared for. And in the middle of all of that, I was at a pretty high stress job, and I had a pretty important title and everything else. And there was a lot being thrown at me at one time. And it made me rethink and try to make sense of what was important. And the job wasn't important, family was important. So I had left my position and took a position in the service industry where I'm just providing a service for people, and I have a route and I do my route. And, you know, if I tell people what it is, it's not like this high prestigious thing. It's one of those things where people are like, oh, really? Okay. But it got me away from all of the corporate stuff that I was dealing with, and it cleared my head, and it made me more available for my family, which is what they needed me to be at that time. And during that, the company that I worked for, who I appreciate very much, they are amazing people. It's a family-owned company, and they take care of their employees the best that they possibly can, or at least they take care of the ones who help take care of them. And I always am a stand-up person. I've been honest with them about everything, and they've always been honest back, and they've been very kind to take care of me. Especially coming back to them this time and being able to only work 4 days a week. So on Fridays, I can have my 9th day. And that's amazing that they allow me to do that. But taking that saying, and now with that job, I built myself up to the point where financially it's almost even. So yes, the other job had a higher title, but I was working more and more stressed out and everything else than I am just doing this other job, which is more physical. But you know, I don't have to worry about my phone blowing up at 3 o'clock in the morning because nobody knows how to solve a problem. I can go to work, clock in, clock out, and I'm all about my family or the knives or whatever I want to do. And that is who I really want to be. I need to put my energy towards something I enjoy, you guys, and my family. And maybe I should have put my family, you guys, and the knives. But you guys understand what I'm talking about. Because at that time, I took a step back, and then about a year into that job is when the knife thing started to come about. And then I started doing the knives, and that was another escape from all of the things that I was dealing with. So I got to have a mental break and then something to really spark my creativity side and something that I could do that makes me feel like I'm giving back or something that I enjoy to do. And the knife thing was just something that I picked up. YouTube is an amazing tool. I learned from YouTube. Most people, when they get into something, they have a mentor. And I never really had a mentor. YouTube was my mentor. And there's a couple of people on YouTube that I followed. I picked up tricks and where to get started. And then I met some other people, other makers, and I picked their brain. But there's no one person that I can say, oh yeah, I worked with that person. I went over to their house. They showed me how to work with machines. Or they came over here and helped me. No, I didn't ever had any of that. I just kind of flew by the seat of my pants, which I still am doing. I learned by doing. I could just pick up things. I feel like I pick up things fairly quick. So I'm able to take what I see, put it into motion, and take my hands and create something. So, you know, that is who I want to be. I want to be able to be creative. I want to be able to have that outlet, but also to be able to reel it back in and have my family time and to have a nice balance, a work, life, hobby balance. And then this channel becomes something else. But think about that. I've met some young people and they're all chasing titles. My job that I was at in 2020 that I decided to leave, my title, which was a very fancy title, was the Director of Education Operations. Very fancy. And I didn't really fit in. I really struggled at that position, and it was a lot mentally. And I was almost happy to be done with it because that monkey was off my shoulder. I could be working by myself almost all day long, make my own schedule, work at my own pace, and I didn't have anybody in my ear worried about me. I didn't have emails or my phone or another phone or any of those things. So a job does not define who you are. If you have a job that you enjoy that defines who you are, it's part of what what drives you or what you enjoy to do, or your passions, something you're passionate about. Awesome. I was a teacher. I was a physical education teacher, and I went to college to be a physical education teacher. I graduated straight out of college. I had a job lined up for me. I took that job and I threw myself into that job, and I loved that job. I had so much fun with that job. Was it stressful? Yeah, I was dealing with elementary school kids, but I loved that job. I was and I was actually the 2006 Teacher of the Year at the school that I worked for, which for a physical education teacher is pretty big. Most PE teachers aren't considered for that, but I gained the respect of my peers and my leadership at the school, and they voted me in, which was awesome. And I loved that. But the education system, what it is, I took a right turn and decided to do something else. And it's funny how life leads you into different paths. And now here I am. I don't know what that means or where I'm going, but it's all about the destination, right? It's about the destination. Well, actually, it's about the journey, not the destination, right? It's about the journey. And the knife journey is the journey that I'm on. And I'm enjoying every second of this journey. This YouTube thing, this has been a journey, and I enjoy. I've met so many of you guys, and it's been awesome. I have chats with some of you guys. I learn about you. It's really cool. I need to come up with a get-together here, Central Florida area. I'd like to do more of a meetup here in the Central Florida area for all the knife people. But I'll work on that. Not like I have nothing else to do. But anyway, so think about that. Just a bone to chew on. So updates. So let's talk a little bit about updates. So let's talk about the July builds real quick. July builds are doing really well. I have these 3 all glued up and ready for the handles to be shaped. This is the pedal and the 2 spikes. We got the Juma Jam, the green Juma Jam. We have the black micarta, which is going to be all blacked out like the other spike, and then this stuff, this turquoise kieranite, which should be pretty awesome. It's going to look really cool once I get it all cleaned up and ready to go. And then the other 2 have the dark matter glow-in-the-dark carbon fiber. And I say 2 because I have the Bloom and then the secret project, which I haven't shown anybody about that. Those 2 are both getting that. And I'm trying to figure out how to incorporate some more glow to that one. And then the Cardinal, which was sent out for heat treat, is in heat treating right now. So that's getting done. So hopefully in the next couple days, I'll be able to finish up at least these 3 and get a good start on the other 2 that are out there. And then by the time those are all done, then the Cardinal will be back and I'll be able to finish that one up fairly quickly. Then we can start talking about August, which should be fun. I'm gonna do the rock hoppers, 5 rock hoppers, and I have 2 other projects that I'm gonna try to get done. If I can get all of these guys done and the other 2 done fairly quickly, then I'll have time to get these other projects started this month before the other Cardinal comes back, because that won't be back for probably at least a week or 2. Usually I get them back the last week of July. I'll get it back the last week of July, which means I have time to get some stuff done with some LMAX. I have a blade in LMAX that I need to do. And then I have another project for somebody who's important that I promised I would do something for them. But, you know, it's Scott reaching out and trying to do something good for somebody. But I'm hoping to get it all done and make it look really, really good. But I'm happy with where the books are at right now. They're looking really good. And then I'm hoping to get started on August a little early. I made a huge water jet order. I don't remember if I talked about this, but I ordered enough water jet blanks for the rest of this year. Probably until January, February. Yeah, it was a huge expense, but I have rock hoppers, 5 rock hoppers, 3 in ADC RV2, 2 in AAB. Then I have 5 thorns, 3 in ADC RV2, 2 in AEB. I have 5 balloons, 3 in ADC RV2, 2 in AEB. I have naked columns and mini gargoyles coming. I just don't remember how many. I think they're all in ADC RV2. I think there's 3 of each. So that is enough blades for me to get through January, February of next year. So I'm going to be good, and I'm going to be really busy, and I'll always have something to do. So I'm hoping to get all those done. Plus I just got the spike back and made in CAD. So I can start getting blanks made of the spike so that I can start doing like drops of the spike. So that means I have the rock hopper, the thorn, the bloom, the naked column, the mini gargoyle, and the spike all in CAD for me to do blanks. So I'm slowly building all of those things up. to get those things in CAD, just to speed up the every other month builds. So it should be fun. I don't know. I think it's a great plan, and it's kind of like me looking into the future, because July is great, but I have to think about January. What am I doing in January? Well, January will be a books. Yeah, I'll be opening the books in January. I think, yeah. Right? Yeah. Because December is going to be my month. So then it goes January, March, May, July, September, December, November, January. Yeah. I don't know. My brain is fried. I need to be done. I need to be done. So that is what I got for you guys. No real other updates really. That I can talk about. So I'm hoping I'll have some news on that coming up, but we'll see. I got some other things coming, so we will see what that looks like. So anyway, I'm rambling, and I need to jump off of this and put my head down and rest, get some sleep, so that tomorrow's live stream or today's live stream goes well. So hopefully I'll see you guys in the live stream, or saw you guys in the live stream, or next time we'll see you in the live stream. But the only way you'll do that is if you subscribe, like, leave a comment, or not. That choice is yours, guys. Have a good one.